In my first sales job, my manager tasked me with cold calling 50 leads each morning. So basically the fastest guys finished in an hour and it took me 2 or 3 hours to do it. Before starting my first call, I went through a getting ready ritual. I categorized the stack of leads by name and industry, got the date on, the best pen I could get my hands on, and the best piece of paper. Overall, this type of effort resulted in no added benefit. I then found out that the true purpose was to put off a task I did not want to do. Of course, back then I had convinced myself this was a necessary step to complete before jumping into the real work. We all have a bunch of irrelevant tasks we do to distract ourselves, and most of them are pretty harmless. I hate washing dishes by hand, so I jam and configure my dishwasher to fit every last item in the sink, and then I basically end up wasting more time rearranging than I would if I had just washed the damn plate. I call this the hidden problem because you're probably unaware of the time you waste each day. So here's a cool exercise you can try. I do this every 3 months or so and I think it keeps me authentic and mindful on how I use my time. Spend one day putting down everything you do. I prefer a notebook since using my phone is another distraction. Record every task, action, chore, drive, hug, presentation, argument, discussion, meal, break, meeting, and anything else you do during the day. Get a report of your screen time too. You can leave out the personal hygiene related tasks since those are non-negotiable. Type up your list of activities in a spreadsheet. In the next column, label each action as critical, preferable, necessary, sacred, and unnecessary. Critical activities consist of the work that matters most to you. It could be your daily writing or blogging, sketching, composing music, or critical tasks at your day job like sales calls. You shouldn't have more than 2 or 3 of these tasks. If everything you do is labeled as critical, then nothing is critical. So re-examine your priorities if you have too many. Preferable tasks are things you want to do but are not critical, of course. I prefer to spend half an hour a day reading, but it is not critical for me right now. So I can simply skip the preferable tasks if they interfere with something more important. Necessary activities are those that enable your critical tasks. Most of us need to commute to our day job. Commuting isn't an essential activity, but this is necessary. If you want to get more out of your commute, you can also check my How to Optimize Your Commute for Productivity video. Then we have the sacred activities part. These are non-negotiables you do for your physical and mental health and well-being. For myself, I like creating content every day, writing in my journal, creating a script for a video or a blog, or simply sending good stuff to people. And it's kind of a sacred activity. I don't feel whole when I skip it and when I do not create. So then I will allow myself 2 or 3 sacred activities a day. Everything left on your list is unnecessary. This list includes things such as browsing social media, checking email, fake news, organizing your desk for productivity, and most getting ready tasks. So it's not about the lack of time, but the lack of will. The first steps are tough because it seems like we have a very long road ahead of us. So you should think of one single act instead of the overall objective. If you're uncertain, ask yourself what useful benefit you get out of the activity and then label it accordingly.